Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about something real today. How she reacts when she realizes you've lost interest. Now, I want you to picture this. She's been invested, heart and soul, and then suddenly she feels that shift. You know what I'm talking about, right? That moment when the light in her eyes starts to dim. First of all, let me tell you, she notices everything. Every little change in your behavior is like a neon sign flashing in her mind. She's got that sixth sense, you feel me? She'll start to ask questions, digging deep. Are you okay? Is something wrong? And when you shrug it off with that casual, I'm fine, oh boy, you better believe she's not buying it. She senses the shift before you say a word. It's like an unspoken language between partners, an instinct that many women possess. The truth is, a woman often picks up on subtle cues and changes in behavior long before the man even realizes there's a problem. This heightened sensitivity is not just about being perceptive, it's deeply rooted in emotional intelligence. When you're in a relationship, your actions and emotions create a rhythm, a kind of dance that both partners engage in. If you start to pull away, she notices the change in your rhythm. It could be something as simple as a lack of enthusiasm in your texts or a reluctance to make plans. Maybe your laugh doesn't come as easily or your eye contact wanes. She picks up on these nuances like a musician tuning into a subtle shift in melody. This isn't just about her being paranoid or insecure. It's about her being attuned to the connection you once shared. She's been invested in your emotions and the dynamics of your relationship. When things begin to feel off, she can sense it in the air. This awareness can trigger a wave of anxiety because it means that something she values is in jeopardy. The mind races, analyzing every interaction, replaying every conversation. Did she say something wrong? Did she misread a moment? You might think that she's overreacting, but let's take a step back. Imagine you're the one invested in a relationship and suddenly the warmth fades. You'd feel it too. For her, it's not just about the relationship. It's about her emotional safety and the vulnerability she's opened herself up to. The realization that you might be losing interest can bring a rush of feelings, fear, sadness, confusion, because she has shared her life, her dreams, and her heart with you. Now, she might not confront you right away. Often her first reaction is to observe, to watch how you interact with her and with others. Does your energy feel different? Is there an underlying tension? This phase can be agonizing as she tries to decipher the mystery of your distance. She might talk to friends, seeking advice or validation, but deep down, she knows the answer lies in the changes she's witnessed firsthand. As this realization grows, so does her resolve to understand the situation. She may start to analyze past interactions, searching for clues that indicate the moment when things began to shift. Was it after a particular disagreement? Did something happen in your life that changed your demeanor? This analytical process is part of her emotional processing, a way to make sense of the situation before addressing it with you. Eventually, she will reach a tipping point where she can no longer ignore her feelings. It's at this juncture that her intuition transforms from passive observation to active questioning. If she feels that she's losing you, she'll muster the courage to ask about it directly. That first question can be daunting as it exposes her vulnerability, but it's a necessary step. This is where her strength truly shines, facing the uncertainty and confronting it head on. While it may seem that she's overthinking or being dramatic, remember that her intuition is a powerful guide. It's a tool she uses to navigate the complexities of relationships, helping her assess not just the connection with you, but her own emotional well-being. In a world where emotions can be complicated and messy, this ability to sense shifts is a testament to her strength and resilience. When she realizes you've lost interest, it's not just a loss for her, it's a critical moment of reflection, a catalyst for growth. The outcome may lead her to reclaim her own sense of self, reminding her that she is deserving of love and attention. She'll probe for answers and clarity. When a woman senses that you're losing interest, her instinct is to seek understanding. This is not just a casual inquiry, it's a deep dive into her emotional landscape and a quest for connection. For her, the relationship is a significant investment, and when she feels that investment is at risk, she wants to understand why. The questions will come in various forms, often layered with emotion. At first, she might start with something light. Are you okay? Or is something bothering you? These initial questions serve as a gentle probing mechanism, a way to gauge your mood without sounding confrontational. But as the uncertainty builds, so does her resolve to get to the heart of the matter. Her questions will become more pointed. Have I done something to upset you? Or do you still see a future for us? These are not just random inquiries. They're deeply rooted in her desire for clarity. Each question is a step toward understanding where things went wrong. She's hoping that by opening the dialogue, she can navigate the emotional maze that has taken over your relationship. In this phase, her vulnerability is palpable. It takes a lot of courage to confront someone about their feelings, especially when you're afraid of the answer. She may even have rehearsed these conversations in her head, envisioning different scenarios based on your past interactions. That's the emotional investment at work. She cares enough to want to clarify things, to avoid misunderstandings that could lead to heartache. This quest for answers is often accompanied by a mix of fear and determination. She might feel a knot in her stomach, an anxiety that stems from the unpredictability of your response. If you respond with defensiveness or indifference, it can crush her spirit. But if you engage in the conversation, even if it's difficult, it opens the door to healing and understanding. She may ask, "What changed?" Or, "When did you start feeling differently?" These questions require you to dig deep, and this is where the conversation can get uncomfortable. But discomfort can be a catalyst for growth. As she seeks answers, she is also attempting to express her own feelings and fears. This back and forth is crucial. It's where both of you have the chance to voice your concerns and hopes. In the midst of her inquiry, she might also express her own feelings, perhaps revealing insecurities or past experiences that contribute to her current emotions. "I've been feeling distant too, but I didn't want to say anything," she might confess. In this moment, she's not just looking for answers, she's also trying to open up the lines of communication in hopes of rebuilding what's been lost. As she navigates this difficult territory, it's essential for you to understand that her questions are not accusations. They are expressions of her desire to reconnect, to mend what feels broken. By engaging in this dialogue, you both have the opportunity to clarify misunderstandings and reestablish trust. If you respond with honesty and openness, you might be surprised at how much this can strengthen your bond. She's seeking reassurance that the connection is still there, that the love you once shared hasn't completely vanished. And if it turns out that feelings have shifted, this honesty can be the first step toward closure or the rekindling of something beautiful. Remember, her questions come from a place of love and care. They are her way of navigating the turbulent waters of uncertainty. While it might feel daunting to face these inquiries, it's an essential part of the relationship journey. Engaging in this dialogue is an act of mutual respect and an opportunity to grow together, even amidst the discomfort. Distance and withdrawal become her defense. When she senses that you've lost interest, her first instinct may not be to confront you, but to pull away herself. This reaction is a complex blend of self-preservation and emotional processing. It's as if she instinctively knows that putting up a barrier is a way to protect her heart from further pain. Initially, you might notice her texting less frequently, responding with shorter answers, or even becoming less available for plans. It's not that she doesn't care. In fact, it's often the opposite. The emotional weight of realizing you're pulling away is heavy, and she may feel overwhelmed by the prospect of facing that reality directly. So what does she do? She retreats, creating a safe space where she can sort through her feelings without the immediate pressure of your presence. This withdrawal can be confusing for both of you. You might interpret her distance as disinterest, but for her, it's a protective mechanism. It's her way of coping with the uncertainty that now clouds the relationship. Instead of engaging in conversations that could lead to confrontation, she may choose to step back, allowing herself the time and space to reflect. This introspective period can be a double-edged sword. While it gives her room to think, it also creates a chasm of silence that can be painful. During this time, she's likely wrestling with a range of emotions. There's sadness, anger, and frustration mixed with a sense of loss for the connection you once shared. She may replay memories in her mind, trying to pinpoint the exact moment things began to change. Was it a particular argument? A stressful event in your life? Each recollection serves as a piece of the puzzle she's trying to solve. The emotional turmoil can leave her feeling isolated, as if she's caught in a whirlwind of feelings that she can't quite articulate. As she withdraws, she might also engage in self-reflection. Questions about her own worth may surface. Did I do something wrong? Am I not enough? This introspective journey can be painful, but it's often a necessary process for her to regain her footing. The distance she creates allows her to recalibrate her emotions, to reassess what she wants and needs from the relationship. This period of contemplation can also empower her, reinforcing her understanding of what she deserves. It's important to recognize that her withdrawal doesn't mean she's giving up. Rather, she's attempting to gain clarity. She's seeking to understand her own feelings before diving into potentially difficult conversations with you. The silence might feel heavy, but it's a space filled with contemplation and emotion. As she works through her thoughts, she may also begin to explore her options. If she feels that the distance between you is insurmountable, she might start to consider what life would look like without you. This isn't an easy process, and it often comes with a great deal of heartache. But in her heart, she knows that if she's not receiving the love and attention she deserves, it may be time to prioritize herself. This phase of withdrawal can serve as a wake-up call for both of you. It challenges you to recognize what's at stake in the relationship and encourages her to define her boundaries and needs. As she navigates this difficult period, it can lay the groundwork for important conversations that may help mend the connection or, conversely, allow her to find the strength to move on. While her distance may feel painful, it is also an opportunity for both of you to reflect on the relationship's dynamics and your emotional needs. This period of withdrawal can lead to growth, whether that means working to rebuild the connection or gaining the strength to embrace new possibilities. Expect direct questions about your feelings. When a woman realizes that you've lost interest, it's only a matter of time before she musters the courage to confront the situation head on. This confrontation may be one of the most challenging moments in the relationship, not just for her, but for you as well. She has been observing, processing, and reflecting, and now she needs clarity. The questions she asks may be direct and pointed, but they come from a place of vulnerability and care. When she approaches you, it's often with a mixture of anxiety and determination. This isn't just a casual chat. This is a heartfelt plea for understanding. "What's going on with us?" she might ask, her voice tinged with concern. It's an invitation for you to open up about what's been troubling you. For her, this question carries the weight of her feelings, her fears, and her hopes for the future of your relationship. She may continue with, "Have I done something to upset you?" This inquiry is deeply revealing of her emotional state. She's not only looking for answers, but also expressing her own insecurities. It's essential to recognize that her questioning is an act of bravery. She is opening up her heart and exposing herself to the possibility of rejection or hurt. The stakes are high, and her desire for connection drives her to confront what feels broken. As the conversation unfolds, she may ask, "Do you still care about me?" This question strikes at the core of the relationship. For her, it's not just about your feelings, it's also about her self-worth. She needs reassurance that the love and affection she once felt from you still exists beneath the surface. This question is not merely about seeking validation. It's about uncovering the truth that will inform her next steps. You might find that the questions come rapid fire, one after another, as she seeks to piece together the puzzle of your relationship. What changed? Or when did you start feeling differently? These inquiries may feel overwhelming, but they are a testament to her commitment to understanding. Each question is an attempt to grasp the nuances of your feelings and to navigate the emotional landscape that seems to have shifted. In moments like these, honesty is crucial. If you've been hesitant to express your feelings, now's the time to open up. Your responses will shape the direction of the conversation and the future of your relationship. If you choose to share your concerns, whether they are about stressors in your life or feelings of disconnection, it creates an opportunity for healing. This dialogue can serve as a bridge to reconnect and reinforce the bond you once shared. However, it's also important to be mindful of how your words may affect her. If your honesty reveals that your interest has waned significantly, be prepared for her reaction. It could range from sadness to frustration. But it's essential to approach this with sensitivity. Remember, she's not just asking questions, she's laying her heart on the line. This moment of confrontation can be a turning point. If handled with care and empathy, it may lead to a deeper understanding between the two of you. You may discover underlying issues that need to be addressed, or you may find that you both want to work toward rekindling the connection. Alternatively, if the conversation reveals that your feelings have irreparably changed, it may pave the way for her to find closure or the strength to move forward. Ultimately, her direct questions are a manifestation of her desire for clarity and connection. In this vulnerable space, both of you have the chance to confront what's at stake and decide how to move forward. This conversation can be difficult, but it's also an essential step in navigating the complexities of love and relationships. Through open dialogue, both partners have the opportunity to understand each other better, whether that leads to renewed commitment or a respectful parting of ways. She'll decide whether to fight for the relationship or walk away. When a woman realizes that you've lost interest, she faces a pivotal moment that will define her path forward. This realization doesn't just affect her emotionally. It also places her at a crossroads, forcing her to evaluate her feelings, her worth, and the future of the relationship. The way she chooses to respond can significantly impact both her life and yours. In the early stages of recognizing your distance, she might oscillate between hope and despair. Initially, there may be a strong desire to salvage what's left, to reignite the passion that once brought you together. This is where her fighting spirit emerges. She may try to reconnect, to understand what has changed, and to address the issues that have led to this sense of disconnection. This might involve planning special outings, initiating heartfelt conversations, or even small gestures to remind you of the love that still exists. Her commitment to fighting for the relationship often stems from deep feelings of attachment and love. When she thinks back on the memories you've created together, the laughter you've shared, and the dreams you've built, it fuels her determination to not let go without a fight. In her heart, she believes that love can be rekindled if both partners are willing to put in the effort. This can be an incredibly brave and vulnerable stance, as it requires her to lay her emotions bare and expose herself to the possibility of rejection or further heartache. However, as she navigates this tumultuous emotional landscape, she may also grapple with her self-respect and the realization of her worth. If her efforts to reconnect are met with indifference or continued distance from you, she will start to weigh her options. It's a painful process, but it's necessary for her growth. The fight for the relationship could morph into a realization that she deserves someone who is equally invested and engaged. This is where her empowerment begins to take shape. At some point, the emotional toll may become too heavy. She might ask herself tough questions. Am I the only one trying? Or is this relationship truly fulfilling me? If she finds that the answers lean toward disappointment, she may begin to envision a future without you. Walking away is never an easy choice. It often comes with sadness and a sense of loss. Yet in this decision lies a profound strength. It's a recognition that her well-being is paramount and that she cannot continue to invest in a relationship where her love is not reciprocated. This transition can be daunting. Leaving a relationship, even one that is faltering, often feels like stepping into the unknown. The fear of loneliness, of starting over, can be overwhelming. But in her heart, she knows that clinging to something that no longer serves her can stifle her growth and happiness. The journey to self-discovery often begins when she makes the conscious choice to prioritize herself. In some cases, her decision may not be clear-cut. She may choose to take a step back, allowing time and space for both of you to reflect on your feelings. This temporary withdrawal can be a strategic move, giving you both the opportunity to assess what you truly want. In this pause, she may find clarity about her feelings and what it would mean to move forward, whether that means rekindling the relationship or walking away for good. Ultimately, her choice to fight for the relationship or let go is deeply personal. It reflects her values, her self-respect, and her emotional needs. Whatever path she takes will shape her future and her understanding of love and connection. Through this process, she learns not just about the relationship, but also about herself, gaining insights that will serve her well in all aspects of her life. The strength it takes to make these choices can lead her to a place of empowerment, ready to embrace whatever comes next. Her reaction reflects her strength and value. When a woman realizes that you've lost interest, her response is often a powerful testament to her character. In the face of emotional upheaval, she must navigate a whirlwind of feelings, each influenced by her self-worth, experiences, and understanding of love. The way she handles this realization reveals not only her emotional resilience, but also her sense of identity. In the initial moments of recognizing that something is amiss in the relationship, she may experience a range of emotions: confusion, sadness, and even anger. It's natural for her to feel hurt when she senses a change in your engagement. However, as she processes these feelings, she begins to tap into her inner strength. This strength is often built on a foundation of past experiences that have taught her about love, vulnerability, and the importance of self-respect. As she contemplates her next steps, her self-awareness comes into play. She understands that love should not be one-sided and that her emotional health is paramount. This realization empowers her to confront the situation with clarity. She recognizes that while love is worth fighting for, it should never come at the expense of her dignity or well-being. This understanding marks a significant turning point. It transforms her from a passive participant in the relationship into an active decision maker. And also, in her quest for clarity, she may engage in introspection. This reflective process allows her to assess her feelings and the relationship as a whole. She might ask herself critical questions. Am I happy? Do I feel valued? Is this the type of love I want? These inquiries demonstrate her commitment to understanding not just the relationship, but also herself. By evaluating her emotional landscape, she reaffirms her worth and the standards she holds for her relationships. When the moment comes for her to confront you, her questions will likely be rooted in the need for honesty and respect. It's an act of bravery, one that requires her to be vulnerable and transparent about her feelings. By expressing her concerns, she takes a stand for what she believes she deserves. A relationship where both partners are equally invested. Her willingness to speak up reflects her strength. She refuses to settle for less than she is worthy of, even if it means facing difficult truths. If the conversation leads to the realization that your interests have genuinely shifted, she faces another moment of empowerment. She understands that it's okay to let go. This decision is not rooted in defeat, rather it's a declaration of her value. Choosing to walk away from a relationship that no longer serves her is a powerful act of self-love. It allows her to reclaim her narrative and prioritize her happiness. As she moves forward, she may reflect on the lessons learned from the relationship. Each experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to her growth and understanding of what she desires in love. This journey reinforces her self-worth and strengthens her resolve to seek healthy, fulfilling relationships in the future. The way she reacts when she realizes you've lost interest ultimately showcases her inner strength and resilience. It's a reminder that while love can be complex and challenging, it should also elevate and empower both partners. By valuing herself and her emotions, She paves the way for deeper connections in the future, relationships that honor her worth and reciprocate the love she freely gives. This moment of self-affirmation can serve as a powerful catalyst for her personal growth, guiding her toward a future filled with love that reflects her true value.